Hey everybody, Nate here from WASD 20. Welcome! Today I have a little something different for you. Have you ever, in my videos, looked at that door? Right there? And wondered what was behind that door? Yeah, I have too. No, I haven't really, because I live here. But maybe you have. Probably not. And anyway, I thought I would do a little tour of the office, the play and workspace. Some people have been asking about, for example, the awesome desk that I have, which I really like, and some other stuff around the room. And I thought I would do a little tour. Here, this is kind of something I won't do very frequently, but I actually appreciate it once in a while when a YouTuber will, I don't know, do something a little more personal. This is the Nate version of MTV Cribs. MTV Nerds? No, I don't know. Anyway, I know a lot of you out there have awesome nerd caves, or whatever you call it, where you just have all your gaming stuff, and it's so cool, and I'm so jealous of all of you people because this is the toy room, people. See that back there? It's full of kids' toys. But that's okay, because I get to play with them too. So anyway, maybe this video isn't for you. If you're here for the gaming stuff and you want to stick to D&D and PC games and you don't want anything else, then this video is probably not for you. Feel free to skip it. Anyway, I know some people are like, they're out. They don't want to see where I store my light bulbs and drawing pencils. Like, who cares? But for the rest of you, welcome. Stick around. Let me show you around my home a little bit. So I thought we would start with the desk here. Normally, you would be looking at me through this lovely webcam and hearing me through this microphone right here. And that's where how I normally do my filming. Looking back at the bookshelf there. But today I'm just filming on my phone so I can be a little more mobile around the room. I use the Logitech C920 webcam and a Blue Snowball microphone for most of my stuff. Once in a while I'll use something different. But yeah, the Blue Snowball's a nice mic, and I've got this boom arm, which is a really good investment, 15-20 bucks, and enables me to just kind of have the thing out of my way, if you consider, I guess, right in my face out of the way. But yeah, I tuck it back here, and just all the junk I have here kind of hold it in place. So that's really nice. This desk I got from my in-laws, and the thing closes like an armoire, like a wardrobe. And it's got these double hinged doors which enable them to fold back all the way. This one usually doesn't stay in place, so I have to push a trash can over. That one does stay in place pretty well. But it's a really nice desk. I don't know where they got it, somewhere in the Detroit area. It is made in China, but it is really nice, solid construction. Got my modem up there. Too much junk that I shouldn't be storing on top of here because it makes it look all cluttered, but yeah, oh, look at that, absolute tabletop. I think that's, yep, the convocation, some drawing paper, some D&D character sheets, and other stuff up there. I keep my drawing pens and pencils very handy in case the inspiration strikes me. Out of my kids' reach, but very handy. In the top level of the desk here, it's got lots of compartments, right, which is really cool. So this is just general office supplies here. And then these two I have more of my stuff. So I've got my Wacom pen stylus thingy here. Some colored pencils I recently purchased, my screen cleaner, some tape, other stuff. Nothing real exciting here. But I do have watercolor paper, graph paper for doing dungeons, sketches, and notes. This is full of character sheets. This one right here is my DM binder that just has some good DM tools in it. And then I've got more drawing pencils and some other pads of paper. Sticky notes, one of my favorite DM tools. I keep them handy in lots of shapes, sizes, and colors. Some ink that I haven't used enough yet. Oh, Magneto, I forgot that was up there. Pretty cool. Then we get to this stuff over here, and I've got, in this compartment, two Xbox 360 controllers that I hook up to my PC. One is wired, one is wireless. And I also have a wireless keyboard here, which has been a really good investment for me. With this, am able to control my computer from the living room, which is really nice on the TV out there. So I have an HDMI cable, 50 feet of HDMI running through the hole in the floor back there, through the basement, and out to the living room. Same with Ethernet, got that running out there so I can be wired in with my consoles. In terms of consoles, I just have an Xbox 360 and a PS3 and a Wii. Haven't sprung for the new consoles yet because my gaming rig here which I'll show you in a second, has served me pretty well, and I like it. Back here I've got a few other game cases, cords, adapters, got my DS back there, and yeah, so that's the top level of the desk. Moving down. Really nice big open compartment here. I can push stuff around. I can even have my laptop and my main monitor here on the desk at the same time. USB hub, those are lifesavers. Get one. Little coaster for my tea or coffee. Usually have one or the other. My to-do list for the week, it's spring break. I've got some things to do. Pull this open, and this is really cool because here you've got, you can pull this out, all right? Or this, or both. And this even pulls out really far. The keyboard cord is not that long, but yeah, it's pretty nice. So here's where I do most of my drawing. You can see I've been working on a little map here. Got my Wacom Intuos tablet here, and keep it handy and just plug it right in there. So that's really nice. And that's where I do most of my drawing. The webcam I use, you know, I'll point it down at my paper, and sometimes I'll even like rubber band it up here. Maybe even put like a big fat novel there, like a Robert Jordan novel, and have it pointing down at the desk. And yeah, just get lots of rubber bands. And that tends to work okay. The other option is to take my mic boom arm and clip it to my desk right here, and then angle it up this way, and I can clip my webcam to the mic boom arm. So if you don't have a fancy desk like this, and you want to do some mapping videos, some drawing videos, whatever you want to do, get a mic boom arm. In terms of my keyboard and mouse, I don't usually get anything real fancy. I do have gaming mouse, and I like it a lot, but it's just very simple. Same with the mouse pad and keyboard. I did want a backlit keyboard because I like to game in the dark sometimes, and it does change colors: red, purple, blue. I usually go with blue because it matches the tower. Then down here, pretty dark, but got my subwoofer there, and my watercolor paints, which are heavily underutilized. Then down here, of course, the scanner. This is where the magic happens, the scanning in of maps. Right here on my brother MFC 465 CN. So yeah, it's just a good, solid, simple printer, scanner, copier. These drawers, lots of compartments again, very low profile, but sticky notes and of course note cards. I like to have two different color note cards. And highlighters, important gaming supplies, and then just general office supplies here. Nothing much. So, yep, this drawer is really cool because it is a file cabinet, and I don't use it for that right now. We have a big file cabinet out there in the dining room, which you can't see because it's too dark, but it's out there. And this is where usually if I do home gaming, just do it at the dining room table here. I don't have a basement, I don't have a gaming cave, but that's where we do it. So yeah, the desk. It's pretty cool. I feel pretty fortunate to have it. My wife really likes the fact that it just closes right up, and she doesn't have to be looking at all the cords and whatever, drawing paper and all the clutter. I can tuck right up nice in there. So pretty cool. When I come home from work, I usually put my work bag right there, sit down right here at the desk, and relax in front of the computer, a place where I feel at peace, before my wife reminds me that I have other responsibilities and I get up and go do those things. So yeah, that's how it generally goes. Lighting, you know, for videos, obviously lighting is important. I don't have anything fancy. I'd love to get good lighting someday, but it's gonna require a dedicated space. My wife still wants this room to look nice. So that's the limitation. So I've got two lamps here, and then the desk lamp that makes for some good kind of 3-point lighting for filming videos. Make sure I have plenty of light. Also got this one overhead, which is fine, but nothing spectacular. Let's go over to this shelf here. This is a lot of gaming stuff. Got my Pathfinder pawns, a bunch of Pathfinder pawns here, and then in the box here, nice little cedar box I got from my mother-in-law. She didn't want any more. I've got more Pathfinder pawns, a bunch of miniatures, most of which I've painted, and some Star Wars dice. So yeah, pretty cool. Nice little box. Then I've got, of course, a couple games. Got my miniature paint and some various brushes. This one is not for miniatures. Not suited for miniature painting. But yeah, I've got a few different kinds of paint. Better paint up here. Cheapo craft paint in the back. This right here, oh, I forgot I had this here. This is a salmon that I carved in wood carving class in 8th grade. Let's see what I got on this thing. Looks like I got a B on one part and an A- on the other for a total of a B+. There you go. They've got a couple books and games. The original D&D replica I got from my friend Nathan, Munchkin, and some other books I've been reading here and there. We keep the Sharpies up out of the kids' reach. I've got my goblin miniatures here. Got some bats, of course. Arthas. This was a gift from Matt Click. Vinyl. Here's the Storm figurine. Some gaming cards here. Some dice. And this basket, which is constantly just spewing forth crap. Pop filter, which I should use more often. Logitech gaming headset. Sony stereo headphones, which I use for a lot of my playing D&D online. They work pretty well. They're pretty old. Hero kits, which I do get a chance to play with my son about once a month or so. It's a great little kids RPG. I use this for erasing my battle mats. It's a shop rag. It works really well. You just throw it in the wash when it gets gross. I won't show off all this stuff here, but then I've got my whiteboard markers for battle mats and just a lot of various junk, gaming related or video filming related. So yeah, that's the basket full of junk. My desk chair I won't talk about because it's extremely uncomfortable and I really want to get a new one. There are like metal things poking out here that are not comfortable. Heading over to this shelf, we begin to see some of my wife's Ghana stuff. My wife spent a semester in Ghana, West Africa, so she picked up some things, including this little djembe right here. I should probably use more at the gaming table, you know what I mean? Got my Woodcraft by Benjamin Ultimate Dice Case, which is really, really full of dice. And then, of course, I've got my books. And, yeah, just some of my favorite books, all right here on the shelf. So, yeah, books that I have read and enjoyed, or books that I refer to quite often. I've also got a big sketch pad here that I've had for probably about 15 years, just all kinds of weird drawings in it. But yeah, those are some of my books. You know, I've only been gaming for playing tabletop role-playing games, that is, for about 2 years now, a little less. So I don't have a ton at this point. But yeah, I like what I have. We go down here. This is the kids' stuff. Picked up this wonderful Spider-Man in Spanish book at the thrift store today. My son reads in Spanish, so that was cool. And then, yeah, this is just bins of the kids' toys here. Apparently my daughter is in that bin right there. Don't tell anybody. My son labeled these things. He was very proud of his labels. I don't know where that one went. All right. Into the closet. Yep, we got a little basketball hoop there with no net. Oh, this closet stresses me out. I built shelves in it last year to help keep it a little more organized, but it still is kind of messy. So, starting at the top there, I've got a tackle box full of miniature stuff. So not much in the tackle box right now, actually not as much as I thought, but some stuff that I've been meaning to paint or have painted or my son has painted. Other flocking, kitty litter, washers, yeah, just other gaming stuff here. This, for the record, this is flocking for miniatures, guys, okay? Yeah, and that is too, promise. All right. Up there I've got a homemade light box that I got for photographing miniatures. Made that and haven't used it too much. Comic cards. I don't know, sometimes I'll show those in more detail, but These are some Reaper bones that I have not gotten around to. Maybe someday, you know, when I get that Kickstarter video, then I'll start painting them. Yeah, right. Other stuff here. I promised I'd show you where I store my light bulbs. There they are, guys. This right here is the file cabinet where I actually keep a lot of my gaming stuff. So, you know, some people use big binders. I don't like big binders, lots of big binders that much. I like slim folders. And so, yeah, here's where I keep a lot of that stuff. Maps, character sheets, other notes and stuff. Right in that accordion style folder thing. My wife's digital SLR, which is nice to have. Other cords and, oh, tripod. Very important for filming. Just cheapo tripod. And then, yeah, most of this is kids stuff here. My kids do have some pretty cool toys. I like being a dad because I like to play with their toys. And, yeah, it's fun. Being a dad is all right. Dungeon right there is one of the family favorites from Wizards of the Coast. Originally a TSR game. But yeah, lots of other games, puzzles. We like to play games. And then other toys. So yeah, there is a very quick look at my play and workspace. Oh, you know what? I forgot the computer. Yeah, so there's my gaming rig. I have the Antec 900 case, which is a really nice case. Got this big fan up top, two big fans in front, the option to put another fan right here. It's incredibly dusty. Some of you are like looking at this and getting stressed out right now by all the dust and the fact that I never clean it, but I do once in a while. Yeah, in terms of the gaming rig, it's getting dated. It's probably about 4 years old. Got a Core i5 processor, 3.4 gigahertz, 8 gigabytes of RAM. I have a GTX 660 video card. It's a 2 megabyte video card. So, yeah, it's time to upgrade sometime soon, but you know, it still is doing all right. All right, so that's a little tour of my work and play space, and now I want to hear from you. What's your place like? Do you have a nerd cave? My dream is to someday have a man cave, a nerd cave, a gaming place where I can just fill it with gaming stuff and have awesome gaming-related nerdy posters all over the place. But right now, this is really a shared room, and so compromises are made, and that's okay. Someday, a bigger house, more space. That's the dream. How about you? Do you have a nerd cave? Do you have an awesome gaming space? Where do you work in your home? Where do you go to get your DM planning done? Where do you go to do your gaming? I want to hear from you. So yeah, thanks for joining me for this one, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think down below.